March 24, 1972, dawned like any other Friday in the serene coastal community of Laguna Niguel, California. Yet, beneath the veneer of suburban tranquility, a crime of unprecedented audacity had unfolded. Within the quiet confines of an unassuming office building, the seemingly impenetrable vault of the United California Bank had been systematically breached, not by brute force, but with a chilling precision that defied conventional understanding. Millions in cash, priceless jewelry, and invaluable documents had simply vanished, leaving behind a void that stunned local authorities and sent ripples of disbelief across the nation. This was no ordinary smash and grab. It was a meticulously orchestrated symphony of silence, a perfect heist that would baffle investigators for decades and redefine the very concept of bank security. In the early 1970s, the United California Bank branch in Laguna Niguel was more than just a financial institution. It was a sanctuary for immense wealth. Its clientele comprised the region's elite, affluent investors, prominent business owners, and those who sought the utmost discretion for their fortunes. Within its formidable vault lay a veritable treasure trove, stacks of cash, gleaming gold, exquisite jewelry, rare coin collections, and sensitive confidential documents, all entrusted to its care. The building itself appeared to be an unyielding fortress. Reinforced steel walls, intricate time locks, sophisticated alarm systems, and rigorously restricted access points formed a formidable barrier against any would-be intruder. A direct assault on such a stronghold was an impossibility, a notion that forced the perpetrators to conceive of an audacious, almost theatrical strategy. These criminals were far from amateur opportunists. They were a highly organized unit of professional burglars with deep roots in Youngstown, Ohio, a city known for its intricate underworld connections. Their approach was not one of impulsive violence but of calculated intellect. Instead of confronting the bank's defenses head-on, they embarked on a painstaking study of its architectural blueprint, meticulously searching for a critical vulnerability. Their gaze settled upon the adjacent office building, then under construction, a gaping maw of steel and concrete that offered an unexpected avenue of entry. With chilling foresight, they rented a space within this nascent structure, meticulously laying the groundwork for what would become one of the most elaborate bank robberies ever conceived on American soil. Under the cloak of darkness, the burglars commenced their covert operation. Their objective: to bridge the gap between their rented office and the bank's vault. Specialized drilling equipment, designed to minimize vibration and silence, methodically gnawed through the shared walls. Each precise turn of the drill was a testament to their patience, ensuring that no alarm, no tremor, no stray sound would betray their presence. Once they had navigated the initial barrier, they bypassed the vault door, which was designed to withstand frontal attacks and instead targeted a more vulnerable point: the vault's roof. Industrial-grade equipment, likely disguised and brought in piece by piece, then began to cut through layers of reinforced concrete and steel. A slow, methodical process that must have seemed interminable. Inside the vault, they worked with an eerie efficiency, systematically opening hundreds of safe deposit boxes, carefully sorting through the contents, and meticulously packing their ill-gotten gains. Hours stretched into an entire night, yet not a single alarm was triggered, leaving the United California Bank utterly exposed, its vast wealth silently siphoned away. The following morning, the discovery sent a collective shockwave through the bank's employees. The vault, breached from above, lay open, hundreds of its boxes emptied. The scale of the theft was staggering. Initial estimates ranged wildly from $8 to $30 million, instantly cementing its place as the largest bank burglary in U.S. history at the time. The revelation left investigators reeling, grappling with the sheer audacity and ingenuity of the perpetrators. How, they wondered, could such a massive operation have gone completely undetected in a seemingly secure bank? Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comments where you are watching from. The FBI immediately launched a massive investigation, a nationwide manhunt that stretched far beyond the quiet streets of Laguna Niguel. Hundreds of witnesses were interviewed, their memories sifted for any anomaly, any unusual sight or sound that might offer a clue. Forensic teams meticulously analyzed tool marks left behind on the vault's ravaged interior, hoping to identify the specific instruments used in the audacious breach. Construction records for the adjacent building were scrutinized, seeking to pinpoint any suspicious activity or unusual material deliveries. Initial leads, however, proved scarce, frustratingly so. The criminals, with their meticulous planning, had left almost no direct evidence at the scene, a testament to their professional expertise. With the crime scene yielding little, the focus of the investigation shifted. Agents began to identify groups known for possessing the unique skills and resources necessary to execute such a complex, large-scale heist. Their search eventually led them to Youngstown, Ohio, a city long notorious for its entrenched underworld connections and a breeding ground for professional criminals. Experienced safecrackers, master burglars, and individuals with known ties to organized crime syndicates were identified as potential suspects. It was a painstaking process of elimination and intelligence gathering, slowly narrowing the field of possibilities. Yet, even as the FBI honed in on their targets, the case took an unexpected and critical turn, revealing a single glaring error made by the otherwise meticulously planned operation. Despite their sophisticated planning and near-perfect execution, the criminals had made a single, seemingly insignificant oversight, an error that, in the end, proved to be their ultimate undoing. One of the burglars, in an inexplicable moment of carelessness, left behind a receipt. It was a simple receipt for a rented safe deposit box opener, a specialized tool used to pry open the individual boxes within the main vault. This small piece of paper, a silent witness to their crime, became the critical thread that allowed investigators to trace the specialized equipment used in the heist. The FBI, with renewed vigor, meticulously followed this trail. It was a painstaking process, moving from rental companies to suppliers, eventually connecting the rented equipment directly back to members of the infamous Youngstown burglary ring. The seemingly perfect crime, once shrouded in impenetrable mystery, began to unravel, exposing the inherent human element of error that even the most brilliant criminals cannot always escape. Over time and with persistent effort, several suspects were apprehended. Their identities, once hidden behind a veil of anonymity, were revealed through a combination of forensic evidence, the receipt trail, and meticulous detective work. The arrests brought a sense of relief to the beleaguered investigators, but the full scope of the crime, and particularly the fate of the stolen fortune, remained elusive. Much of the stolen cash, jewelry, and other valuables had already disappeared, distributed or cunningly hidden away long before the net closed in on the perpetrators. The legal proceedings that followed highlighted the extraordinary complexity of the heist, revealing the intricate details of their planning and execution. Yet, even with convictions, the lingering question persisted. Where did all the money go, and could any of it ever be recovered? Indeed, only a fraction of the stolen valuables from the United California Bank was ever recovered. This stark reality served as a testament to the criminals' efficiency, not just in executing the heist, but in the rapid and effective disposition of their ill-gotten gains. The vast sums of cash, the glittering jewelry, and the rare coins vanished into illicit networks, spread far and wide across multiple states and likely beyond. Some investigators believed the loot was quickly laundered through various fronts, while others theorized that large portions were simply hidden away, buried or secreted in remote locations, waiting for the heat to die down. To this day, the exact amount stolen from the United California Bank vault remains unknown, a persistent mystery that continues to fuel speculation. The elusive fortune became a legend in its own right, a phantom treasure that has captivated imaginations for decades. Despite the arrests and convictions, the vast majority of the loot was never found. Did some of the thieves escape justice, perhaps living out their lives on the proceeds of the heist? Or did the money simply disappear into the criminal underworld forever, swallowed by its hidden currents? The United California Bank Heist fundamentally altered the landscape of banking security across the entire nation. No longer could financial institutions rely on outdated vault designs or rudimentary alarm systems. The sheer audacity and success of the Youngstown cruise operation forced a radical reassessment, prompting a widespread overhaul of security protocols. Vault construction standards were rigorously updated, incorporating new materials like advanced composites and multi-layered steel alloys designed to resist even the most sophisticated cutting tools. Alarm systems, once easily bypassed, underwent significant improvements, becoming more sensitive, multi-layered, and integrated with remote monitoring capabilities. Surveillance procedures were drastically tightened, with increased camera coverage, motion sensors, and stricter access controls for all personnel. The heist became a chilling cautionary tale, deeply etched into the collective consciousness of the banking industry, demonstrating unequivocally that even the most seemingly impenetrable institutions could be vulnerable to ingenuity, patience, and meticulous planning. It served as a powerful catalyst for innovation in bank security, driving the development of technologies and strategies explicitly aimed at preventing any future breaches of this unprecedented magnitude. Among criminal investigators and security experts, the 1972 heist achieved an almost legendary status, not for its violence, as remarkably, no one was physically harmed, but for its sheer brilliance and meticulous planning. It showcased a level of criminal sophistication rarely witnessed before, a testament to the Youngstown burglars' skill, collective intelligence, and unwavering patience. The intricate details of their operation, from the initial reconnaissance to the silent drilling and the systematic emptying of safe deposit boxes, were meticulously studied for years. These insights provided invaluable lessons into potential weaknesses in existing security frameworks, helping law enforcement and security firms anticipate future threats. The narrative of the perfect heist became a benchmark, a captivating story of how a group of highly skilled individuals outsmarted a seemingly impenetrable system, exploiting a single overlooked vulnerability with surgical precision. The enduring fascination with the case highlights a fundamental human intrigue in stories of cunning, deception, and the audacious triumph of wit, even when in service of illicit gain. Over 5 decades later, the robbery continues to captivate historians, crime experts, and the general public alike, its allure undiminished by the passage of time. It remains a stark, potent reminder that even the most robust and secure institutions are susceptible to vulnerability, particularly when faced with a determined and intelligent adversary, willing to invest the time and resources required for such an elaborate undertaking. The story powerfully emphasizes the critical importance of patience, the value of meticulous planning, and the destructive potential inherent in the exploitation of a single hidden weakness. For a brief, unforgettable moment in 1972, a group of Youngstown burglars pulled off one of America's most daring and successful bank heists, leaving an indelible mark on history. The unanswered questions continue to fuel its mystique, perpetuating the legend. How much of the stolen fortune truly remains out there, untouched and unrecovered, a phantom treasure from a bygone era? Could pieces of it still be hidden today, perhaps waiting to be accidentally discovered by a future generation? Or is it forever lost to the annals of history, swallowed by the passage of time and the depths of the criminal underworld? The United California Bank Heist stands as a testament to criminal ingenuity, a perfect crime that, despite arrests and convictions, left behind a trail of lingering questions and a fortune that vanished into thin air, cementing its place in American criminal lore.